back. Whitlock and Wiley. We're joined now by Fox Sports NFL analyst Greg Jennings, former Pro Bowl linebacker LeVar Arrington. Let's move to Pittsburgh, where a lot is being made of the new-look Steelers, who seem pretty happy to have a fresh start after shipping some of their bigger personalities like Antonio Brown out of town. Big Ben in particular seems ecstatic about being free of the distractions, saying, quote, "I feel like I love football again. I don't know if I can put my finger on a particular reason. It just feels that way."
That's how he says
And
Anyway,
that tone.
I like this comment. I have no issue with it. He doesn't have to babysit Antonio Brown.
Oh, babysit.
And they don't have to
Here we
deal
go,
with
here we
the Le'Veon Bell contract drama. And so Big Ben loves football again, and he's happy.
Oh, yeah, he's happy, huh? And it's funny, longtime beat writer Jerry Dulac heard Ben say this, and he's like, "Ben, I was here last year. You looked happy last year. You looked like you loved football then." He's like, no, this is different. This is more. And he's like, "Why?" Radio silence. Now, this is my thing. If you're going to pull out your gun, just shoot, man. Come on, Big Ben. We've been there. We all teammates. We all part of this fraternity. We know. Don't pull the gun unless you're going to shoot.
I know what it is.
Coach used to say names and numbers. He's like, "I don't give a damn y'all call somebody out. As long as I get that name and number. Who did it? Who said it?" And Ben pulled this out and didn't even want to shoot. This is that AB. It's so easy to see coming, like, Ben, the lake house all of a sudden was open again and the schedule opened up. And
He can't be happy AB's gone?
look, say it then. Say why.
he just said it.
Why? I can't put my finger on it. I got my finger on it. It's far. It's in Oakland right now, so miss me with this. Come on, man.
Well, look, the saying goes, same thing make you smile, make you cry, right? Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. This is one of those situations he is taking a shot at both of them, maybe Bell and Brown. The reality here is that when you start to put those type of small quotes out there, my wife said it, and then you throw Juju Schuster in there, and so now it's a direct comparison by position. The reality of it is what's their record right now? Everybody's a champion right now, right?
Say it.
Everybody got the same. Everybody's undefeated right now. So you can sit there and laugh and smile and kiki about it, run to the 15 and play pitch and catch with Juju.
Yeah.
But what happens now is the minute they start playing them games, if they're not getting the results they're looking for, don't think that these types of quotes aren't going to resurface and become a topic of conversation.
Where you're headed is where I'm going. I don't like it, number one, because I've been on this side of it, and I understand that whole quarterback, or that talk where you leave everybody's mind to just wander and fill in the blanks. I don't like that. We know exactly what you're doing, and you're taking shots. But the reason why I don't like it is because, number one, Ben Roethlisberger has never been one to own it. He's never been one to just own it. This is going to make him own it. You no longer have the excuse of Antonio Brown is going to take some of the heat. Le'Veon Bell isn't present. No, Ben, you're happy. This is my team. This is my way. So when we have adverse situations, Ben, what's going on? I'm still happy. Are you still good? Is everything still floating the way you thought it was floating when there was no record during training camp, when there was no issues or whatever? So this is why I don't like it, because you create this yourself and you put yourself under a microscope that is unnecessary.
Look, I know you two for sure have never been divorced. I can't speak for LeVar. Have you ever been divorced? No. And so,
Second time you asked him that,
right,
you know that. Right?
I know.
Damn, what you trying to say? What happened in Vegas?
I'm just saying. There's a joy that people experience once they get divorced. Both man and woman. There's a joy. There's that, oh, man, this feels so good. I never felt like this. Oh, my God, my toes is curled up. And it's unbelievable.
Sunshine.
Best we ever had.
Put your mama on the phone.
I ain't never coming back. I ain't never coming back.
And so I'm just, Ben is having his toes curled and he's happy. And we're sitting here hating on him.
And we acting like
because he's divorced and happy.
But Ben doesn't know why his toes curling?
But aren't there phases?
Exactly.
But tell me aren't there phases to that, though? Don't you go through depression? Like, maybe he's sitting there and really, in reality, maybe he's upset that Antonio isn't there. I mean, sometimes when you say
he
I'm
loves
doing
football again and he's
But
happy.
sometimes when you say I'm doing well,
man.
Well, sometimes
AB's a headache.
But I'm
He's
doing
a great
well.
player, but he's
I
a
want to
headache.
let y'all know I'm doing well. Like,
look.
you talking about a divorce. You get that divorce, what you going on your social media, posting selfies, this, that, and the other. You want that other person to see that you're doing well. You might not really be doing well, though.
Here's the real.
You might not be doing that well.
Okay, now that's a point.
That's why I want to collect all these thoughts.
I want you to know.
I want to collect all these thoughts because you guys are hitting it, but we are dancing. Mike Tomlin is the referee in this one.
Oh.
And right now, he can't do anything because he's like, that's below the belt. But you know what? I'm going to see what AB does. I'm going to see what we do. Now, we know in camp, man, even though it's camp, we still undefeated. We champions. This is our year, right? And then adversity hits. We'll see what happens. Mike Tomlin went out this week and talked about ownership. And they asked him about Big Ben as a leader. And Mike told us that this was coming. Mike said Ben needs to be himself. That's all I ever asked of him. Just lead with your own voice. And you talked about it, ownership. Ben and Mike is like, I'm going to see how this plays because these boys might not be what we just got rid of.
They're not.
And you need to own that. So right now, you can't even own why you love the game more this year. We already off to a bad start. And I know Mike Tomlin somewhere sitting there like, I tried to warn y'all.
Mike Tomlin is sitting there just as happy as Ben because he ain't sitting around worried about is AB going to be here for practice? Is he going to be filming stuff in the locker room? Are we going to be dealing with all his off the field issues?
Are we going to win as many games? Are we going to win games
They
this
had
year?
AB last year and they didn't make the playoffs.
But I was on that side of when I left Green Bay and I chose to go to Minnesota, and I was entering into an atmosphere in a quarterback wide receiver relationship with Christian Ponder. And previously, I had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Now, everything that I was saying was, man, Christian looks great. He has all the tools, all the skills, and everything that I need in a quarterback. But in the back of my mind, I'm looking like, man, I hope he live up to this. Because I know he's not these guys, but I got to put on because I want these guys to feel like or see that I made the right decision, that I'm excited.
That's a valuable point.
Just being honest, you want people to know, look, we're good. I'm good.
We're good.
Regardless of how you really, truly feel.
Right. I love it.
I knew you wasn't good, Greg.
You knew you wasn't good.
You knew you wasn't as good.
From an on-the-field perspective, I knew I was going to struggle.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to struggle.
But your happiness was in
Coming
there.
up. Right. Well, Derek Carr
You love football games.
to John Gruden. TV's hottest look at social media.
But he didn't know why.
Hey, he was happy. He ain't know